Hey everybody, it's me, V the CPS Scholar. Happy Friday. As y'all can hear, my voice is almost gone. It's been a super duper wild week, but I have been really enjoying these lives. So I came on anyway to kick it with y'all. This is Ready to Love, Season 7, Episode 14, The Reunion Part 2. This is a live reaction. Like I said, I'm Be the CPS Scholar. I do, well, rather than just saying what I do, how about I play my intro video? Because the show is starting in 3 minutes. Go ahead and hit y'all with that and we'll get going. Hey everybody, I'm V the CPS Scholar and I do reviews, reactions, and grown-up conversations. Get ready for my sepia swingback review that's going to be airing on Sunday just in time for Halloween. And I'm also doing a live chat. Can't wait for you guys to see what the topic is. And I'm happy. It's Friday. Hope you guys are happy, healthy, and blessed. The show, the reunion is about to start part 2, and the last one was better than the season. Yeah, there were some shenanigans. Swayze was about to fight Zoe. Sharice and Katie was about to get into it. Shakira was checking folks. LJ was found a he got better than a thruple. He got a quadruple, the quadruple he was looking for, and it was super lit. It was super lit. So, like I said, I don't think any of these couples were genuine, but Katie seems to be dating Swayze in real life. But I don't think there's anybody else that is really in a relationship. And I think if we took a shot for every time somebody on here called each other fake as F, we'd probably be hella drunk right now. So if you're new to my channel, you'll know that we don't play it on the screen. We watch it together. Get your snacks, get your wine, get your beer. Let's get ready to watch the part 2 of the reunion. And I'm going to be that cousin yelling at the screen saying, hey, the killer's behind you. But we're going to have a good old ratchet time watching it. And thank you for joining me. All right, part 2 is getting ready to start. So that's why I'm caught up in what they're saying. I want to understand Kayla because Kayla didn't get chosen by anybody, but she had the most attitude.
Let's clear the air. Where is Samson right now? I have a girlfriend now.
They're showing a preview saying that Samson has a girlfriend now. I believe Samson has somebody the whole time. I did not like his attitude. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any of the men on this show. Now that I think about it, they were slim pickings. Dominica in that pushback ass wig stresses me out. My hair's looking rough for me going through the week. I just came on here take me as I am. All right, the reunion special has started. Every time somebody speaks, Kayla rolls her eyes. But we all knew that Randall and Jamala weren't going to work because this is probably the most attention that Randall ever got. Oh, and there's the mystery strawberry lady that Mike supposedly goes with.
You don't understand my personality. That's why you.
Sharice said, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand her personality. They're showing Zoe and his $35 million portfolio that he controls. He got to leave the country. Katie didn't say that Sharice wants to be friends. But Sharice keeps bringing up the sugar daddy. If she was single and she had a sugar daddy before she came on the show, what's the problem? This when Ready to Love turned into Love and Hip Hop, like they was gonna put hands. Okay, we back. Katie said she would slap the fuck out of Sharice. Pardon my French. She said, and Sharice done stood up on her. Both of them dressed like Tweety Bird by acting like some damn birds. That's so Kelly, you can't step in. Because I'm helping my friend. She said, Katie said I was to F all you bees up. Looney said, you want to come over here? We need to break this up.
Let's calm our nerves.
I think
Didn't have a great bond. Okay.
Brandy and Sharice traded places. Katie said, I apologize for always getting out of character. What I hate is the constant. It was like let the clip finish, and she mumbled. How 1 minute you're saying we're sisters, the next minute you're like, I said what I said, and I'm gonna slap you. Katie said, I'm tired of the fakeness. And Sharice said, so am I. She said, I don't talk about any of these ladies. And Sharice said she's full of shit. Oh, Katie said you'll talk to Sharice about certain things. You think it's a safe space, but it's not true. And then Shakira looking like she wants. Shakira literally looks like one of those cha-cha lamps with them damn earrings on. Kayla crying and doing a dramatic one. Why is it always black women fighting? And why the hell is Jamala yawning? The disrespect is real. Kayla said enough. Sharice called her a bird. Was that crying real? Because Jamala wasn't buying it. Kayla said, can we all get along? Oh my God. Freaking LJ's wearing his grandmother's earring. Oh, Mike said he won't fight a woman. He'd rather fight a dude than a woman because they more cutthroat. Everybody started laughing because Mike is funny, right? Tommy said we're all trying to find love. I want us to find some peace here. Whether we find it off camera, I don't care. But let's find it. Let's at least walk away saying we are some positive, strong black people. Man, please. Head in the right direction. Let's set an example for everybody. He let them fight first so they can get the ratings in the clip. And then he said, let's set an example. Can we talk about love? Ain't that what we're here for? Okay, Justice came out the gate as a huge favorite, but he lost points when he let them know he wasn't doing the chasing. Justice, I forgot how terrible he was. He was the one who says he don't date, he don't spend money, he don't spend time, he's not going to chase, and he's going to telepathically have sex with you. Apparently, that's the thing. So, all the ladies saying Justice is popular. They were saying Justice was zesty, but I don't know this man in real life. Look, these women were so desperate to be with somebody, even the dudes who weren't actually trying were getting play. Katie said, I'm not connecting with Justice because he's too difficult to break down. It's like, why can't we talk in the pool? Why can't we get to know each other? Justice wouldn't even get on the phone with these ladies. He did not date at all on here. And Justice left to go work. And he didn't get eliminated, but LJ did. Ooh, Katie said, I don't know where y'all found Justice, but y'all need to take him back. Yes, that's how I felt. Then here goes Justice saying, I'm not going to do things to romance you. I'm not trying to spend money to find out if I like you. Jamal's face, boy. Kayla said, why are you not into chasing? He said, because I just choose to get a woman for her woman to position herself. Like, hey, Justice, it's on. So he wants you to tell him you want him. What in the alpha male strategies? Shout out to him. Free promo mode. Anyways, Kate said, the lady said you're not ready to love. He said, okay. Terrible. Justice said he good. He got the day off work today. No, I'm playing. He said, what do you think about this process? You think the ladies didn't understand his process? Who cares about his process? He said, I'm a man and I want a woman that I want to put herself in position with me. And then I can say, I like this woman. But try to talk to 10 women is difficult for me. Why you brought your ass on this show? Said, by you not pursuing, do you think you're limiting yourself in this process? Justice said, I did reach out and talk to different individuals, ladies, obviously. Some of those conversations went great and some of them didn't. But I felt like I was forcing it. Like, hey, what you doing? I don't feel your vibe yet. I don't know what you're on. Oh, Katie said she had a connection with you and she was vouching for you. You did her dirty. He said Looney is dope, but at the same time, I think in the midst of everything that was going on, I decided to say, hey, look, I gotta wait until everything is kind of there. What is he talking about? You gotta be cool and cordial. Looney said, okay, well, we can we? Oh, she got attitude. He said to have a true connection, you got to separate and come back. What is this man talking about? That's why everybody laughing.
I'm not interested in.
Looney said, I'm not interested in fakeness. Wow.
Are you saying
he was fake? Yes. I'm not saying he was fake, but I feel like there was a lot I just didn't like. We're not friends. We don't talk. And I think it's unfortunate. Ooh. Tommy said it's shocking because when y'all left, who pulled back? Looney said, I feel like Justice pulled back. Justice said Looney's great. It's just that to be in a relationship, I believe you got to be friends, then best friends, and then eventually, in order for me to experience all of you, if I don't have that, then I just got to take a step back. But you're not dating. What is this?
You mean being in a full committed monogamous relationship?
Kayla said you mean being in a full committed monogamous relationship. Is that what you're offering?
Okay.
Oh, Justice said he don't believe in titles. Escape. Red flags. Kayla said make it make sense. What are you working to find? He said love don't have boundaries. It doesn't have a box. If our connection is showing love, in this case, it really was. It became difficult when you have the type of energy and you're in a process. And you have to be with other energies. What I'm saying is instead of hurting this woman, I stepped away. Does he believe what he's saying? Ooh, Kayla said what I said. That's confusing. Looney said, I'm going to get up and leave. She got up. Looney and all that ass got up and left. That thing, though. And Jamala is crying. He said, oh, Jamala said, I hate that man. Oh. He dogged these women on this show. And I think he's one of Tommy's frats, too. Just as I'm going to let her have some time. Why are you here? Go home. Kayla said they both care about each other. Katie said, I hear what he's talking about. Please, you are fighting Swayze for a connection. What Justice came out for? Justice, whatever the hell his name is. Justice at me is like, I got to give her a space. Yeah, right. You just want to bring your higher ass on this TV. He said, do you think there is a way for you all to possibly become friends? No. Work things out from where you all are now. Justice said if she was willing to do so, I think it is a matter of time. I just wanted to be done so we could just do some real stuff. Justice said it's not that this isn't real, but it's involving multiple energies. It's not one-on-one. That's why April liked him, because he was all like, energy is mine, quasars, space, not talking about a damn thing. Justice, what are you talking about? He said he took all that into consideration. I know Tommy ain't say Justice is a good man. I wish you nothing but good stuff. Tommy's full of crap. They need a new reunion host. What just happened? What have we been watching for 10 minutes? Oh my God. Maybe because he wasn't feeling well. This is terrible. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, during the commercial breaks, I start running down what just happened. Y'all, I think that this was one of the worst casts ever. And I'm from down here. I'm from South Florida. I'm not sure where they found these people. They definitely weren't ready to love. I don't know if they were just ready to share my social media, ready to get some clout, ready to get some followers, but they were not here to love. And Justice is the type of dude that you run into that will talk all around you and bring nothing. He's not going to be committed. He's not going to invest. He's not trying to love you. He's trying to be with a bunch of different people, and he will avoid titles and string you along as long as he can. And so Justice should have never been on the show. And for Tommy, after he did all that, made the girl cry, and you can tell somebody you don't want to be with them, and if they cry, they cry. But for you to sit up here and give a whole soliloquy about space, time, aliens, I don't know, the moon, whatever the hell Justice was talking about, knowing doggone well you are never gonna be with that girl, is a waste of everybody's time. They need to get actual men who actually want love on the show. I know they exist. I've met them. They're awesome. I think men get a bad rap sometimes, but there are genuine, intentional, beautiful men that actually want something. But that is not what they're having on this show. They are not bringing viable bachelors. Hi, Ebony. They're not. I mean, I could just speak for myself. I've met some amazing people, and I'm like, wow, you are like top notch or whatever. So if it doesn't work out because you're incompatible or maybe you're different places in your life, that's different. But don't come in here talking about energy is mine and we in the quasars and that's why we can't have no titles. Like Justice, you literally just wanted to be on here to promote your event business at the Hard Rock. And I'm pretty sure they have a marketing budget. They didn't need you to bring your black hand on here to act like you wanted love. And R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. Yeah, I'm about to say it. But a lot of people misread what Kevin Samuels was talking about. He was reading Men for Filth who were doing this. You want this woman, you want all this stuff. You barely got a job. You don't want to. You don't have good intentions. You're not following your purpose. He used to make fun of them being big too, and maybe not working with anything in the bedroom. But that ain't my business. But he used to get on the women, but he used to say something about the men too. Oh, who's that? Question: do the men down there even like black? Ooh, he gonna make me tell the truth. These men just give me. They don't feel like they like black women. These sisters were gorgeous, and these men were giving nothing. Tell the truth and shame the devil. What they're not speaking of here is mostly in the Miami area, they go for the Latinas. That's why Swayze was saying he hadn't dated a woman of color in 3 years. Like, and that's why Cherie said because she's fairer skinned, they assumed she was a Latina and they would give her play. But then when they realized she didn't speak Spanish and she was regular black, that's why she wouldn't get no play after that. So yeah, down here in South Florida. Now, I'm not gonna say there aren't black men that like black women. We ain't hurting down here, but especially in the Miami area, if you don't speak Spanish, if you don't have some Hispanic background, you're gonna be hurting down here. So hopefully that answered your question. But we're back. And we have Justice saying, until we have a proper time to be a human being. What the hell is just y'all? Why are they focusing on Justice? He's out talking to Looney by the car. And she said we had something, and she's crying and fluttering her eyes at him. What is she? He must got the dingling of gold. Shout out to the Braxton sisters. Something must have happened. He says that she followed him and liked everything, every social platform. You were on there everywhere except for on my phone. What? Okay, what is with men? Maybe somebody can answer this for me. What is it with the men not actually wanting to put in effort? And like I think it's Jendai, like she said the women were beautiful and they were doing bare minimum. Tommy had to teach them how to date. That's a shame. These are grown men who are supposedly in their 30s and 40s. Okay, they showing Samson now. He also said, I will never pursue a woman that doesn't pursue me first. Y'all see a theme here? They're showing him giving all those ladies those Dollar General gifts with a theme. Yeah, he was giving gifts. And they were like, is he gifting everyone?
He gives gifts. That's fine.
Sheree said he gives gifts, but at the end of the day, show me something different. That's what we want to see.
I don't have reservations.
They're showing when Sharice was giving him the facial because she's an esthetician and he wouldn't open up. I've seen Samson on different lives and I do not like his personality at all. And he's with the Latino women too. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But I think that's why these men were not reacting to the women that were on the show. Okay. I'm glad I answered your question.
At one point, you told her that she was the only one for you.
Oh, this is when Samson got caught that he was talking to all these women and telling them all that they were the one and going to meet parents and stuff. And that's when he started. He said, if I listened to the guys in the deliberation room, you would have been gone. And she said he wasn't ready to love it. And he proceeded to eat his steak and tell her, why you still here? He's from Texas and he has a horrendous attitude. Anyway, Samson said, I believe in a journey of finding love. If time will tell. Here comes Samson.
What's up with the gift? Explain that to Tom.
Said Samson, what's up with the gifts? He said, I always thought if a woman is giving you her time, at least you could do is bring along something meaningful, thoughtful, a token of appreciation. I ain't mad at him. You think people misunderstood that when you bring in the gifts? Samson said I got calls from some of the ladies. They were really appreciative. Some of those gifts are growing in their homes. That means a lot to me. Looney put up a finger, said me. He said, if somebody gives me something, I appreciate it. Ladies, what type of vibe were you getting from Samson during the process?
Samson was definitely
Looney said Samson was a perfect gentleman. But for me personally, I definitely felt like Samson was giving me friend vibes. He already had an old lady. Half of them do. Shakira said everything he does confirms he's a gentleman. I felt like he was giving a little bit of himself. I listen to you when we talk. He knows how I feel about him, and he knows that I respect him. This is Shakira talking. And I wish him all the best. He said thank you.
I too feel like Samson is genuine, but there was just
Brandy said that Samson is genuine, but I felt a certain like a threshold that gave me you never got past. He was not there to reveal himself. He said the vibes that I was getting, that there was a connection, but it just never got all the way to the connection that I wanted. I don't want to say it was just friends because I was romantically connected to you. Okay, Brandy. She said I just wanted more. Sharice, where do you think things went wrong? She said what I was getting from the ladies is that he was not telling them that I was the one. And that's all I wanted was for him to let them know. She wanted to be chosen. Whoever else you're claiming, I want to be the one. She said I was willing to give us a chance. My whole heart was in it. Samson said every lady on the show understood me better than Sharice did. It was unfortunate because I invested in more time. Were you going to blame her for you? Oh, my God. Told her that, I'm claiming you're another one. He said, I'm not that type of person. Ooh, Swayze said he says the stupidest things. They're like, what is he talking about? Ooh, Swayze said he just uses big words instead of saying stupid, it'd be frivolous. Sharice said, I just want to say, listen, it's me and you. That's it. Swayze goes hard for Sharice. There's something behind that. He goes hard for her. Samson said it didn't matter to me what you were doing with everybody else. Samson said I was hoping that you could do the same for me because I love is reciprocation. So I believe despite everything that was going on around you with your name in it, she said I believed in you too. Despite all the gift giving, the stuff you heard about me was good. The stuff I heard about you was bad. Oh, Kayla said that Samson knows that he was the only one that she was dating, and for him to play like she had all these other men, that's that double standard. The men wanted the women to only be connected to one man while they dated all the women. Does it sound familiar? Keep your options open.
Is it a communication problem?
For sure. I'm not a great communicator, as you can see.
Sharice said, I'm not a great communicator, as you can see, but you didn't seem to understand what I was saying. And all I was saying is, listen, everyone else has made a claim. You have not stated your claim. And Samson looked like he's so lost.
I know when someone's into me.
Sharice said, I know when someone's into me and you don't think he was into me? She said he showed me he was into me, but he was showing all the other ladies as well. And everybody's nodding. This is a fast-growing process, but at the same time, Mike, Swayze, and Randall, they were into the women that they were into. Samson was kind of playing the field. So he was the undercover player. Beware of the nice guy, the good guy. Samson said, who was I talking to early in the morning? Who am I speaking to before we go to sleep? Oh, Sharice said, we went to the lounge and the lady said they was talking to you all day. He said, because of the journey and the process, but I'm talking about the times throughout the day. Who got the time? A man doesn't have to say, I'm claiming you. I disagree when he's saying other things. She said, but the point you're missing is you didn't communicate that to the rest of your connections. How you felt about me. He said, in this process, any of them men saying that? I choose you. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. Nobody says the rest of your life. He said, exactly. They're telling Samson to stop BSing. Everybody says it's a stretch. Here come Mike. Mike says Sharice is a dominant female. Again, she has ways and standards how she want to be hunted. He chases a certain way. They both have their standards, but who is willing to bend? Mike is the most horrible relationship advice with his Beijing ass beard. I believe he likes Sharice. Yes, like she gives off Latina, and that was Mike's type. But she said she didn't want the baggage. Wait.
I didn't see that coming. It says my church.
Oh, he got a girlfriend. She attends his church. We just decided to become exclusive. Tree said, I am popping. I don't get it. It's like surprising to me to hear you have a girlfriend. You were telling me, I wish things could have been different between us. So here to have you have a girlfriend. That's amazing. Congratulations. Good for you. Sam said, I can't stand Sam. It was some fake dudes on here. Oh my God. Samson, his ankles need to get the hell off the show. All right, they looking at Swayze and Katie. And why are they sitting in the back looking mad like that? It's like they're laying down. It's hilarious. Uh-oh, Jamala is going to argue with Trinika and Kayla. She said, girl, he don't even claim you. So, we got some spiciness coming up. But yeah, while it's on commercial, yes. If I ever meet these people in real life, it is what it is. I know this is a snippet of their lives. I guess these are characters they're portraying if you go by reality TV and how reality TV goes. But majority of these men did not like black women. One. Two, they weren't looking for anything real. They was on here playing on this damn TV. I think the reason that Swayze and Katie hit it off because he liked older women. He likes dominant women. He said that's his safe space. And he said straight up that once he decides there's a woman he wants to pursue, that's who he's going to go after. So he chose Katie to do that with. Then you had Mike. Mike was playing too. He was giving Kayla all the sexual energy, all the lusting, saying she was the video chick, all this other bull. But Brandy was wifey. And I didn't like something he said. I don't know if y'all realize he said this last episode. He said that he had a problem with Kayla because she was just like him. She had options. So what you trying to say? Brandy didn't have options on the show? Maybe that's why Brandy emphasized that her and Samson were in a role. If you notice, she said we were I didn't get friend vibes from him. We were romantically connected. So Brandy ain't dumb. She's letting Mike know, hey, I got options too. Y'all ain't gonna sit up there and act like Brandy is a whole mud duck. Like her body ain't banging. Like she don't have a good job. And then she has that whole Southern Belle sweetness, always smiling, syrupy, all that other stuff. And apparently I ain't gonna say the other thing I was gonna say, but she's been in a lot of situationships, right? And she chose Mike to fall in love with. That's if he ain't actually with the lady that make the strawberries. But my whole thing is they downplayed Brandy's looks. They downplayed what she offered, and they made it a whole side chick. There was all types of shenanigans on here. There was side chick stuff. There was throuple stuff. Yes, this season was a mess. I think it was actually worse than the DC ones. And I'm so disappointed, but I believe the next season is going to be in Miami again. And if they haven't, and then after that, they're going to Dallas. But hopefully the next season, I mean, we keep hoping it's going to get better. And then it gets even more and more ratchet. And yeah, we ratchet a little bit down here, a little bit. But yeah, no, we got classy ladies down here too. It's just so happened we like to twerk, but we classy with it. But either way, they need a different person to host a reunion. Tommy is not asking the Bible questions. He's very male oriented, which, like I said, I love men. Men are awesome. They're beautiful, especially when they're on point. But he does not hold the men accountable at all. For Justice to get on there and balance his chakras and energy is mine and all that bull, and not explain why he put absolutely no effort in the women and he let it slide is a mess. To talk to Samson about his gifts and kind of give him a chance to try to make it seem like it was okay. Samson is that good guy that is actually a player. And remember how hard he worked to get in good with the dad? He worked harder to get in good with the dad than he did with Sharice. Why? Because those are the type of dudes that will get in good with the family, because it's harder for you to break up with them unless you don't give a damn about your family. when they're in good with the family. So they can pull all types of stunts, and most women are embarrassed to bring all types of different dudes. So either way, we're back. Ooh. Oh, Sharice confronting the dude saying y'all said all types of bad stuff about me. The dude who left because his mama was sick looks so lost. Oh, Calvin. Sharice said Stevie Wonder can see I'm a good person. Okay, they're gonna do Katie and Swayze. Thought the search for love were over when they connected doing an archery date, but somehow their connection got way off target. They're the type of couple that like to fight and F. So they're showing the archery date. Said we get along well. Look, they show them kissing. She said we have a vibe to us. Their Instagram is lit. Oh, they're showing her grab his junk when they were on the jet skis. They showing the friends confront him about not dating black women and him getting upset. And you see Mike and Justice and all of them are shifting because that is what they're on. And he said he feels offended because his daughter's mother is black. What the hell that got to do with anything? You ain't married her either. You went 3 years without dating chicks that were of color. And then they're showing what Katie got in the front to confront him. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. You can have it. I don't want to be with you. And walked off. And she was sitting there with a long face. Jendaya said, absolutely the worst season ever. I won't and don't. And Tommy and his turtleneck just need to pop in from time to time. Please revoke his reunion mic. No lies detected.
That's what did it for him? That was like, okay, she real.
Swayze is telling what did it for him. Why she calling and texting the process is over with. Hold on, let me see what he said did it for him. Dominica in that pushback wig is really stressing me out, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't understand it. I want to know how we got back together. Because as soon as he left, she called me and texted me. He said, damn, this girl loved me. So it took a call and a text for you to come back. Dominique said, okay, she real. I heard they might have been a couple before the show and they just came out here for some foolishness. He said she called after he said it was over with, so that showed she was down for him. That struggle of said, Katie, why you want to continue with Swayze? She said, this is my first time being single. I just want to be like, hey, are we doing this for real? We're spending so much time together. And we just went with it. It's just been great. Look at how Tranika and LJ are booed up. Anyways, they had some problems with communication, conflict resolution. How are you dealing with those issues now? Probably smashing. Anyway, Swayze said there's hiccups, but it hasn't been in a long while. Katie said she knows what she was dealing with. He knows what he was dealing with. So they took a step back, let him have his moment and things like that. Tommy said there's a point in y'all journey when Swayze met your friend. Let's talk about that. He said, what made you run hot? He said, every time an African-American black man dated another woman outside the culture, they're just frowned upon. And said, my daughter and my mom are black. I dated black women all the way through college, and I decided I wanted to branch out. As I was going to college, I started to learn new things. Was I dating everybody? Yeah, I was dating everybody, but nobody seriously. Looney said, Swayze, just to let you know, it's not necessarily a black women have an issue with a black man dating outside his race. It's the exclusion of black women. There you go. Or dogging black women to justify it. You date whoever you want to date. But if you say, oh, I'm not dating black women, and you're only dating this, that is the issue. Nephew said, let's clear the air, set the record straight now. Do you date black women? He said, my girl black, pointing at Katie. They said, I thought she was black. See, Tommy does whatever to back up the men. It's a hot mess. I could have asked that question. Katie said, he's like my soulmate. I love him. For real, for real. Kayla's like, oh my God. Like, Sharice like, oh, I think there's a thing with Sharice and Sharice. Oh, Swayze said it's mutual. Do we hear wedding bills? I better be there. And he just made a face. He started looking goofy. Oh, now we're gonna check in with Randall on the status of his many connections. Literally, LJ and Trinika are holding hands like they are together. I'm gonna be a little bit yes, Ebony, they've been talking about Tommy doing that. No, Tommy is all for the men. So this is kind of a way, I wouldn't say this is a way for him to hook up his frats, but they don't even end up with women. I don't know what the point is or whatever, but I don't know. It's a mess. Oh, and I know they got mad at him for letting Zoe go off on Sharice the way that he did. Because every time a woman gets a little bit hyped up, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Love and Basketball. I think everybody's seen Love and Basketball. When she was getting upset and saying that when she was playing basketball, but when Q would get upset, she's like, when you get upset, they call you a ball player. When I get upset, they say act like a lady. That's kind of what they do on Ready to Love. They barely gave these poor ladies a ladies' lounge until this season. They was meeting at the damn Applebee's. They was meeting wherever they landed, but the men had a whole man cave, smoking cigars, dressed. It was like, I'm not mad at the men. They get what they get, but can the ladies get one too? Finally, they did it, and I was super happy that they did it or whatever. But back to him not holding men accountable. A man can go on here and do anything. He's going to find a way to say that it's okay. Not to say women aren't acting up, because there were some women doing some really crazy things on this show. When you call yourself being in love, you do crazy things. But usually it's in private and nobody knows you took that L. Or you do your dirt all by your lonely. But, man, on this show, yes. Yep. That's exclusively with the angry black women. Yes. So, or you get scared that you're going to be labeled an angry black woman. So they want you to have take the bass out your voice when they're talking to you, no matter how they're dogging you out. Yes, stereotypes for sure. I think even Sharice, I know this doesn't sound cool. I mean, it's my opinion. It is what it is. I think that the reason they had Sharice be the villain on the show this time, because they were getting called out for making all the darker skinned women the villains, like Denise. I'm just picking her because she's our Aunt Viv. But they had a whole bunch of people angry about that. So now they had Sharice come on here and show her high yellow stuff off and act up with these people. And how the hell did she make it all the way to the end if Samson wasn't really giving her rhythm like that? But like I said, I believe her true connections were probably Mike and Swayze. I know she's fooling with LJ now, even though she was acting like she didn't like him on that salsa date. But now they all sharing that magical D that he got going on. So, yes, that's why Denise was definitely played on her. Cal Fani, like I said, it's on commercials, so I'm not just rambling. It's on commercial. I'm waiting for it to go through. Cal Fani said he went home and found a note on his door and his ex-girlfriend wanted him back. Negro. What is this? The Stone Ages? Did she put a smoke signal out too? You know damn well you was with that girl the whole time and you took your buff ass on the show. But I ain't trying to get angry, but they're back. All right, Jamala and Trinika to the stage. Oh, who lived in West Palm? Okay, Calvin, you live in West Palm and I ain't see you. Calvin and April are back there flirting. Maybe they're gonna be a love connection. They was barely on the show. April and her crystals, you know. Now they're showing Randall, Trinika, and Jamala. I feel like Randall was the Jason of this season, someone who's not used to having a lot of connections and getting played. But they cleaned him up for the show. He looked fine on here, but he was dusty and crusty during the show, and his thigh meat was always showing. He didn't wear no real pants. I said what I said. They're showing Kayla and Jamala and all of them giving him play. And I believe Trinika went off on Randall when he eliminated her because they had more connection than he alluded to. And they said that usually they would give them heads up before they eliminate them, and he didn't give a heads up. Now they're showing Jamala and him smooching. I wonder if they're going to show the olive juice candle. You know that's from Girlfriends. How you get somebody to say, I love you. Olive juice. Trinika, dang, Trinika ain't never wear no bra. I'm working with a pair too, but I ain't gonna go out like that without no bra. Shanika was like, what are you going to do with me? That's all I care about. And then they show Randall feeding Kayla that dry ass steak she almost damn choked on. You're supposed to put some A1 or something on there if it's dry. But if you go to a really fancy restaurant, it's not going to need any sauce. But, you know, I feel like Kayla didn't give Randall the play that he was looking for because she was more into Mike. And she was trying to kiss him on the neck. You could tell Jamala getting mad because they're showing when he was lifting her up by the car, damn near cuffing her ass. And this is when they went to the house. And Kayla and him were basically in the room and Jamala bust in. Okay, Ebony, she talked about it on her live, how he said she was safe and came to find out she wasn't because of Jamala's and Mike's pact not to vote each other off. Okay. You see? Anyways, that's when Jamal's confronting him about Kayla and tickling the scrotum. But yeah, a lot of them make pacts to get to the end. Like Dakia and what the hell that man that like a fake R. Kelly? P.O. Knowing damn well they didn't like each other and they made it to the end and then chose themselves. But she got engaged anyway. Randall said he came out more confused after being in the wait, why is Katie going off? That's why they call her HR. She said, Randall, why you entertain all these people instead of choosing who you wanted? Katie, why do you care? Okay, Randall said people are moving too fast, but when you're dealing with emotions, you can't do that. So looking at this clip, you and Jamala in a heated discussion. Tell me about it. Jamala was being Jamala. Ooh. And telling me exactly how she felt. Jamala said it was more of a boundary for me. What boundaries were crossed? At that time, from what we discussed, it was his opportunity to let Kayla know like how he was going to move forward in the process. He's smiling. They both look confused. Kayla said, what? So while he and Kayla were in the room, you came in the room. Whose room was it? Randall says, my room. My issue is that she burst in like that. I didn't have an opportunity to do anything. As opposed to me handling it, whatever happens, I need to be able to do it. And Kayla's like, you weren't going to eliminate me. Jamal said, Randall want to take this house moment and explore options. And she said, be great. And Kayla's busting out laughing. Kayla said, that's just hilarious. Because if that was the case, then why did you do the whole, oh, I'm taking my stuff, I'm leaving this room, and do the whole create that moment? Because he didn't do that. I just did. He didn't communicate with me what he was supposed to do. Jamal said, don't even speak on me, speak on Randall. Oh, Kayla said, I'm a speaker, you're going to deal with it. No, I'm not going to deal with it. Like I said, if she was so secure, she would have allowed Randall to do him in the house. Oh, Jamal said, you're not going to tell me what I can do. Versus chasing him around, following him around, having a temper tantrum because he was connecting with other connections. Oh, she said, you were holding him by the neck. Oh, Trinika said, sweetie, I practice a lot of restraint. And she said, I did as well. I showed you respect. I never disrespected you. Ooh, Jamal said, you don't send me love and light off camera. Yeah, she's nice, nasty. Ooh, she said that Randall don't claim her outside of this. You just need to put a muzzle on that little boy. Oh, my God. And Randall just laying back and watching them fight over his ass. And he's not even that. Tommy said, I would like to hear what Randall has to say. Why? Because he's a man. Randall said this was the house. Jamal said nobody was arguing at the house. He said there weren't arguments, but what I'm saying is there was a lot of tension. And did I handle this well? He said, absolutely not. I did make efficient time for Kayla. I didn't go out of my way to do things. Once I got frustrated, I shut down too. I can't blame her for saying what she's saying or Trinika. You hear what I'm saying? Or Jamala either. I'm in the house with 3 beautiful ladies. Now I got to make time for all of them. It's not the easiest situation to navigate. Ooh, April said the ladies' personalities are too strong for him. I agree. He seemed a little bit, I don't know the right word to be politically correct. He doesn't seem to be able to handle this. So where are we now? He said, I'm off figuring it out. Jamal, where are you guys? She said, figuring it out. What does figuring it out mean? Tommy asked. Are we dating other people? She said, we are dating other people. Randall said, my truth is we go through the process and you say, you have to give all your connections, explore your options, explore them all. So that's what I'm trying to do. So you still doing the show outside of the show? Oh, he's dating all three of them. Look at Looney face. I said the same thing. Looney said, oh shit. Oh, Kayla, what's your connection? He said she said we're seeing what happened. That's Kayla. Kayla said, has it strengthened? She said, oh, for sure. Tommy said, I wish all y'all the best. And he didn't even bother to ask Trinika. All these people smashing. Jamal said, I'm straight. I'm not dealing with it. Oh, Trinika said, me and Randall have an understanding. I jokingly tell Randall he liked to play in traffic. And I like to play in traffic too. I just date a whole bunch and we're cool and everything. And that's that. Trinika say, I'm for everybody. Not in a bad way. She's keeping her options open. Tommy said, I wish you well. What did that solve? Nothing. Oh, Tommy's going to see if Mike and Brandy are still going strong. What just happened, y'all? Somebody tell me what happened. Maybe I'm not seeing what I think I just saw. But it looked like Randall is still dating his three connections, aka smashing. Okay, let's see what Jendaya, hopefully I'm not tearing your name up, is saying. The problem with Jamal and Randall was that they had intimacy early. I do believe they smashed. I don't know these people, but I do believe they smashed because how she was acting. It was obvious. And I think he made certain promises to her off camera. Randall is for the streets. Yes. He's like the kid in school that was a nerd that didn't get any play. Now all of a sudden, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all own me. And he's enjoying it. That's why I'm going to say something that's probably not totally politically correct, but I'm still a scholar. I'm very well read, but I'm about to say this. There's a lot of dudes who don't get played for whatever reasons. I'm a nerd. There's a lot of black nerds. There's a lot of people who might have not got a lot of play back in the day. And as soon as they get it, Lord have mercy, they go full hole. They go full hole. Whether it be man or woman, they're just not. Anyways, and these women are too parched. And I said that on my last video. These women were thirsty as hell, and it was no reason. That's why men feel the way they do. Shout out to the Kevin Samuelites saying that women need to settle because men have more options than they do, especially after a certain age. And maybe that's what's playing on this out on this channel, because it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. They're too pretty to be doing all that. All right, Ebony, the problem is Jamala is overbearing. Yes, and he wasn't into Jamala like that. Yes, from what I saw out in these internet streets, they said that he chose Jamala because she was being the nicest, and she allowed him to drive her car. And so it was the path of least resistance. I have brothers. I have lots of male friends in the industry I'm in, which I can't say, but in the industry that I'm in, it's mostly male dominated. And the things that you hear, the reasons that they choose some of the women that they end up with is wild, to the point where you're like, do I even want to be in a relationship? Because you choosing somebody because she had a townhouse. You choosing somebody. That's what they call a homosexual, HOBO sexual. That means a couch rider, someone who dates women for a place to stay. There's lots of those. Oh, I liked her car. Oh, she forced me to marry her. Oh, all types of crazy stuff. So that's why I love this show, even though it's been ratchet and crazy and really bad. It gives a little bit of a microcosm of what the dating scene is. I'd love to see what people's standards are, what they consider. I don't even want to. I'm not going to use the term. There's a term I can't stand. What they consider a good person. What makes you considered somebody worthy of being investing in and growing with and loving. I just love it. I watch Love is Blind. I watch lots of dating shows. So if you haven't been on my channel, check it out. Love is Blind just made me angry. Anyways, it's like Jamala's the good girl for look, but Kayla and Trinika are the sneaky link that the friends don't know. Yes, and people play different roles at different times in their life. I don't care. I tell people how old I am. I am a 42-year-old woman. Played a lot of roles in my life. But that's what it comes off as. But LJ is more honest and out in the open. Shout out to Bondi Blue. She said this show shouldn't be called Ready to Love. It should be Ready to Fuck. Pardon my French. Because that's what they're doing. All right. There are some people who are destined to choose each other. Let's take a look. They're showing Mike and Brandy. So she chose him, and that's who she was gonna get. She was already calling him boo. Said Brandy makes me feel some type of feeling. You don't feel this feeling all the time. They showing him looking at her rear end, that back. And she said he's tall, dark, and handsome, bearded. I love me a beard too. I'm beard game. Trying to get a deeper connection. Say, how do you feel about marriage? Just looking for the real deal. I just ain't found it yet. I think he's in front of you. I can't stand that Mike kept trying to ask her what's wrong with her, that she hasn't been with somebody, but you ain't got nobody either. He said, I felt a strong connection from the jump, and I'm going to seize it. And they're showing them smooching. Brandy's so cute. She's adorable. He said, I feel real good. I made it as far with the connection that we have. And now they're going to show him on the beach where he gives her the strawberries in that black box. And it's hilarious because Dominica and her pushback wig and her drawn in edge said that he's dating a girl that whose name start with a J, and she makes chocolate covered strawberries. Catch that tea. But all right, he said, my answer lies in this black box. She said, that's so sweet. It was effort. And he said this a yes. He's smiling. You know, Mike on the Instagram out here doing something strange for a little bit of change. He's male twerking on the ground. So his body is nice. Oh, Looney said, I'm sorry they had the best story. You see Kayla looking mad. How you got an attitude with Jamal and you still dating Randall, but you mad about Mike too? Make that make sense, Kayla. Because her attitude is stank as well. They said, Mike, how would you describe your true connection? Because it seemed like you guys hit it off day one. Mike said it was instant. I heard someone else say it too. It's like exactly that thing. It's magnetic, you know? And Kayla's playing with her nails. Brandy, what made Mike stand out? She said, when I initially saw him, I was like, who is that? Where did he come from? I feel like he was shy, but he still had confidence. He came at me and was like, I want to let you know that I'm checking you out. All right. And I want to be pursued. I want to be chosen. I want to be on a pedestal. And he gives me all of that. Yes, that's what I like too. That's what I like. What make you choose Brandy? I'm going to be honest, man. What first attracted me was her. She just got natural beauty. It's up top. She, with or without makeup, she looks the same. I can tell she's a good-hearted person, very loyal, everything that I like. Men are visual, ladies. Men are visual. He was worried because she never had a steady relationship. Does she really know how to show a man love? Oh, Sharice is laughing. Like, come on, Mike. They said, talk your talk. He spent all that love game. How hard was it being torn between Kayla and Brandy? He said, I wasn't torn and it wasn't hard, to be honest with you. What? Well, what I was telling you was I had to go through the process so you build some form of connection. But, you know, my connection, was definitely with Kayla. But we had a mutual understanding, agreement. I respect how she moves. So I did what's best for me, meaning she was talking to too many dudes. I'm quite sure she would have done the same thing. Kayla was hard seeing Mike choose Brandy at the end. She said it was difficult because no one likes to be rejected. But ultimately, I do think that for what Mike is looking for, that works best. What? So what's my next question? What's the status of the relationship? Ooh, Brandy said we boot up real bad. Mike, you been staying over there, huh, Mike? Mike didn't say it, but she said it. He said that part. Mike, where do you see you and Brandy? He said, well, I want to be definitely dating exclusively, and that goes right, get engaged, get married. So y'all not dating exclusively now? Ooh, Brandy said that was my first time hearing him say what he just said. My heart just jumped a little bit right there. Samson smiling because he like Brandy too. She said, I came here ready to love. What do you hope for yourself future-wise? She said, I desire to be a wife. I still desire to be a mother. Justice is smiling. I want the whole love and marriage. And Michael looking like, Lord, escape. No. He's, I want to say congratulations. You all found love, and that's truly, truly the purpose of this journey. Now it's just about holding on to it, making your own journey. They're playing the music, so they about to show. Yep, boot up with chocolate strawberry, and now he's squeezing her. They had to have some of the love stories work out, or we wouldn't show up here. Tommy says it's time for our last break. When we return, Ready to Love Miami, behind the scenes footage that you won't see anywhere else. So, what do you guys been thinking about the reunion so far? Is it giving what it's supposed to give? Did it give you everything that you needed? I think they did play a lot of footage from before, nothing new to kind of pad the airtime. But we did learn a lot. We learned that Jamala, Trinika, and Randall, that they're all still dating. LJ, Trinika. You see. Yes, Ebony, better than the season. Yeah, the season dragged. This is a total side note. I know this is a Ready to Love reunion live. But anybody that watches Married at First Sight, did you guys enjoy the season? Because it dragged so much that I had to even stop watching it. I do have to make a video about the decision day, and I'm not shocked at the decisions. Real quick, while we're on commercial, does anybody watch that show, and what have y'all been thinking about those shows? Just let me know. Oh, she said, "Ooh, no." Yeah, like between Alexis making fun of Justin and his thrust and his lack of bedroom skills, Kristen and Mitch, the Mitch, aka Captain Planet. We have Lindy and Miguel, and she needed insurance. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, Nate and Stasia. She's what they call the boss bitch, and he's freaky in the bedroom, which is what he needs, right? Yeah, the reunion looks like it's gonna be good. While I'm in here, let me go ahead and ask all you beautiful people who have joined me tonight to do me a favor. Go ahead and like the video. It's free 99, cost you nothing, help your girl move up the algorithm. I really, really love these Friday lives. I'm going to go ahead and keep doing them for other reasons once the show is over. I don't know if they're going to do a group season, put a ring on it. I think it's coming back. I don't know. Let me see. Alexis running the whole season. She knows she ain't want that man. Yeah, I'm okay. So I'm going to be honest. When I saw the picture of Alexis and Justin when they first put it out, I honestly felt like I was like, oh, that's really cool. They're going to have their first LGBTQ couple. And then I found out it wasn't that. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But I was confused. Jendai, LJ is my dude. He's ready for polygamy. Most definitely. That's what I was saying. And he is an island man. I am of island descent as well. So the way he's moving looks familiar to me. And they will make you feel like they took you to the moon and back just by talking to you. So he is a true island man. And at least the sister wives knows about the other sister wives for sure. I think that's what made it work. So either way, LJ, I'm not mad at LJ. He brought his real girl on there. I said he was ready for a throuple. He was ready for multiple women. He was ready to slang that D. He was ready for everything but love. Yes, I need some Southern dudes on Reddit. Well, they were supposed to be Southern dudes. I mean, even though South Florida is not like Texas Southern, Georgia Southern, not that type of dude. We have a whole different flavor down here. And I used to, just a little bit about me. I used to only date dudes from up north or from the Midwest, even though I'm from down here. But as I've gotten older, I done took the Southern South Florida dudes for a whirl, and it's definitely it's definitely a good time, right? So we're back. Let's check out some of the funniest moments. They could have left this out. Not seen on air. Let's watch this. Brandy said, "Truth or dare? Have you ever had a threesome?" And he said, "Yeah." So I actually assume we speak English. Ooh, they speak English. Wow, I'm not surprised. Ooh, Katie said, I'm not surprised he's a slut. Yeah, I'm over here getting ready for my date with LJ. Okay. If that's what you like. All right, they're showing Looney trying to do acrobatics and it is not working out. Her face is right in that man's crotch. Might as well ask that man out. Showing Trinika doing self-care, burning incense. So I picked everything. She had bells, burning incense, drama-free. She was on, what is that? What just happened? Something almost fell on, something almost fell on, almost fell out the chair. Samson said I like to get down and dirty. I have that in me. I'm a spicy brother. I've seen him dance on his lives. I think Samson probably know how to work something. Ooh, Brandy said he's probably kinky. That's how old men do. Wow. Justice, ew. Oh, Justice was filming a video and a roach walked by. Oh, the roach is on his shoe. Oh my God. Oh my God. He said, but they don't act like you ain't, Sam, what the hell? Justice don't act like you ain't never seen no damn roach before. He said it was big. It was probably a palmetto bug. He said Looney House a trapeze. They put me in the air. She's out. I don't belong there. She's dragged. She got a lot of wagon in the back. So Trinika. Who said, Tom said those symbols. See, they have him being a comedian. They need to bring somebody who's gonna really ask them the questions and get down to the bottom of it. Trinika's explaining frequency and sound and break up stagnant energy. And I want to feel the vibration. So it's all healing elements to it. And Tommy said you should have brought that shit in here earlier to calm everybody down. Shakira saying no bell big enough. Okay, want to hear final thoughts, next steps, and give folks one more chance to shoot their shot. Cal. And Miss April, huh? Y'all go together real bad. They look like they go together. How is it going today? You communicating a little bit? We have each other's numbers. There we go. I saw they were hitting it off. Jamala says, I definitely want to say I invested in my main connection and willing to go all the way based on what we have built on and off camera. And Randall shook his head no. It's just unfortunate that my main connection leaves here without a romantic connection as well as a friend. Oh, she don't even want to be friends no more. Randall said, okay. He shrugged. Tommy said, I've been watching how the night unfold and I'm done with it too. I'm good. Brandon said, I don't have nothing to say. Anybody else want to say anything? Here come Kayla. I really hope that after this experience, we all can find better ways to communicate. I really want for us as Black people to do better when it comes to... Really, Kayla? Really? I really want for us to represent Black excellence, really, and just do better in the future. So y'all know y'all season was ratchet as... That was it, y'all. Let's see what... let me see. At Ebony Shaw, they set Alexis up to lose, though. Yep, that man was dating app stalking her for a while, and she ain't want him, so Math knew it was going to be a shit show. Yes, for sure. All right. He said he commend those who found it. For the singles who did not find it, stuck in that roundabout. Jamala and Randall look like they just swallowed a bug. They are upset. I wish you the best. Well, let me close it out real quick. He said, good night. Tommy Miles, good night. Anyway, that was a mess. All right, so let me give my input. I'll be on here for a couple minutes longer. I thought the reunion was cool. It just looks like it's ready to hook up. I'm gonna make the comment that I've made before. Why is it with the Black dating shows? It's never to get married. It's just we gotta fight hard just to go together. What is the problem? Do we not like each other that much that we can't even be in a viable, productive relationship? But it is TV. If it was all happiness and roses, it probably would be boring, and we say there was not enough drama. Same thing as Married at First Sight. They pick the couples for drama and not for compatibility so we can have good TV. But either way, my thoughts on it are is Tommy does not need to host anymore. He can come and do little comic relief, come through, make everybody laugh, then go about his bald head business. They need a feisty. I vote for Little Black Book. Shout out to Kojo. The other thing is, or Funky Dineva. Love him. So the other thing is women did come off super thirsty. And I don't think, maybe they're not thirsty, maybe they edited it that way. But you guys are all beautiful women, viable women, worthy to be loved, worthy to find somebody just for you. But if you notice, marriage is going down in society. So they were happy as hell with AJ as long as he told the truth. They were willing to share him. And what dudes don't understand is that's how it goes a lot of times. If you tell the truth, most of the time they'll just ride with it. The problem is people who are polyamorous keep wanting to be with people who are monogamous and then being polyamorous behind their damn back. Like you sharing your dude, but you don't know that you're sharing your dude until something comes out. But that's another end of a season. We had 2 parts. I'm so glad they didn't drag it for 3 like they do with these other shows. Thank you so much for everybody who commented. Jendaya, Ebony, you guys are some real ones. Join me next Friday. I'm probably gonna do my live chat. The topic is definitely going to be spicy, and I have a bunch of people joining me. If you're interested in joining me, you can always send me an email. My email's in the bio. Love you guys so much. May God bless you with everything that you need. May you stay strong and healthy. And with that being said, love y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. The Sepia Scholar is out. Thank you for the cosign, Jendai. You have a great weekend as well. It was fun. Bye.